I mean, this isn't real life. It's a video game at the end, and it's not hard to drop like within a 50-meter radius of the LZ.
Exactly, because there's no wind, there's nothing else.
Yeah, and I mean, so we could, for the most part, really shrink our green zone way down.
Oh, yeah,
our green zone doesn't have to be this 800-meter distance.
All right, we are 1.5. Prepare for static line. 3, 2, 1.
1 drop. 2 drop. Pass out.
Pulse out.
So, Dangus, you're the one that called that until,
I have it.
right?
Yeah.
So I think that might be what we need to incorporate, is that pilot needs to call in when it's a green light. At that point, Jump Master is the one that's calling the numbers.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. This is going to be the most complicated class ever, and I said it would be easy.
Well, I just think that when you look at it, you have the pilot who knows where he's at. He's got the drive of the course. We all know in real life, the pilots get the information of where our jump zone is. So the pilot is the one that normally signifies when you're over yellow, when you're over green in real life anyways. It just goes on by a light, and the Jump Master then takes control. I think we just maintain that.
Okay, so...
Because from where I landed, you guys are 60 meters from the mark that I set to drop you on.
Yeah. So
that's accurate.
Yeah, so let's do this again. This time, Youngest, you will call the light. The Jump Master and the pilot would have to be on the same frequency in order to properly...
Not necessarily, because we can hear the pilot fine.
You can hear him team speak.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I have issues hearing them, but...
When I'm in impulsor, excuse me, some people say that the voice comes in choppy.
Do you want the RTO to be the Jump Master then?
I mean...
That'll get complicated as hell, since you also got to take into account of multiple other crafts in the area, unless they're all flying in a formation of a line or a chevron or something. And yes, I say chevron instead of wedge. Soon.
I mean, typically how it would go, if we were doing a mass deployment of paratroopers, we would be in like some sort of wedge. The first plane is going to be like the initial drop, and everybody else is going to just kind of drop in that wedge formation behind him.
So I would say it might honestly be a good idea to actually get... So pilots, do you guys use short range? I assume not, since you're flying.
We do, to talk to Bedrock if they're in ball turrets and stuff.
Okay, but do you have a alternate channel that you use?
We do not, so it would be open for a Jump Master.
Okay, so what I personally think would be a good idea is have all Jump Masters and pilots that are, within this ParaJump have a alt channel that is all set together. This way, if we are doing a mass deployment, we have 3 lads. Whenever we actually reach that target zone, that first lad Jump Master, he would be like the Jump Master. He calls, all right, we're in the green zone, we're going to start dropping. He starts dropping his numbers off. That lets the other Jump Masters know, okay, we need to start calling our numbers off, because otherwise it can be lat 1 gets half its guys out, and Jump Master 2 is like, oh shit, and then he starts deploying his guys, and now we're all over the place. That way pilots can communicate when we're in, specific light ranges. That way Jump Masters can communicate between each other and actually get everything set up, and they'll know when they're ready to jump and who's going to be jumping, and give like a 3, 2, 1 Jump Master start jumping, and then we can start counting shit off.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would say is, honestly, we don't utilize Bedrock enough to necessarily need a second channel. The Jump Masters would just be able to use that short range pilot freak.
Yeah.
That way pilots don't have to have a 4th keybind for radios. We've already got enough.
That's fine.
Crap going on.
So what is that? What is that frequency so we can put it in the handbook?
74.
Huh. That's actually fairly funny. So this is communication between Jump Master and pilot.
Yeah, because you guys could almost, with the Jump Masters, I tell you, red light, yellow light, green light, and then the Jump Master can tell me, like, something along the lines of jump speed in 2 or 1, like, you know what I mean? So
right, that way we can define altitudes we want to jump at, we can...
And that way you guys you can be making a kind of on-the-fly decision of like, hey, I'm ready to jump now, like, give me the repulsor. And I can stop quick enough to like. So what I'm gonna do on this one is I'll just fly forward. I'll call out my red, yellow, green. and then the jump master, whoever you're going to be, tells me like we're ready to jump, and I'll repulsor and give you the speed and altitude.
Okay. So
Havoc is, or am I 1 or is Havoc 1? I want to go to get that defined.
Havoc is 1, you're 2, and then I'm the last person to jump no matter what. So let me get this right. So we're going to go flying in. You stay red light, and I acknowledge that.
Okay.
Then we hit yellow light. I acknowledge and let everybody know to shut up and get ready.
Yep.
Green light, I acknowledge and let you know whether or not I'm ready or not. With the
Yes,
group.
so you acknowledge green light, and then the next communication should be like, jump now, or jump in 2. So it gives me time to hit the brake and let the craft get to the speed that lets you jump.
And Finn,
Okay.
for the training document, yellow light should really signify to our guys, get your scroll wheel working to watch it.
Yeah. So I feel like we're going to have to need like another separate document, at least for the like squad leaders to know, or because it's typically the squad leader that's the jump master or the last person to call.
Well, let's just worry about the paratrooper training first, and then I'll worry about that stuff that's got to go to squad leaders.
Okay. So is everybody ready? I know Fervent's still typing.
Yeah, just let me know.
Ready now.
Alright.
I also, after this one, I want to test me and Havoc jumping at the exact same time to see what happens, just in case
There's
we
any
have
collision
people
or
that fuck
anything.
up their numbers. Yeah.
Makes sense?
I'm hovering at about 110 to 120 because when I brake, I lose a little bit of altitude. So we got red
Yeah.
light,
Acknowledged.
we got yellow light.
Copy. Get ready, boys.
We got green light.
Acknowledged. Ready to jump into.
2, 1.
1 jump. 2. Last out.
That was smooth.
That was. So the only thing I would add, Finn, is I think when you acknowledge, I think if we want to keep immersion, we got to go with it of going, you know, when he says yellow light to you, you should say, acknowledge yellow, team, or squad, or whatever it is, be prepared to jump. You know, something
Yeah,
of
we
that
should
nature to keep immersion. And I would put that in quotations in the guidebook of that's the answers.
Okay. And that is actually an amazing jump right there. So Havoc's all the way over there, Fervent's closer, and then I'm here. That was actually fucking perfect.
Yeah, that was a
having
good jump.
A lot of people, you'd actually get a nice little fill. We also may be able to explore. Now, this I heavily doubt we ever will. But in the future, depending on how this goes, we may be able to explore some more advanced tactics of actually defining numbers based on what side of the lat you're in, and so we can have simultaneous drops of left 1 and right 1.
I don't think that's how the system works.
Yeah, we're going to test jumping out at the same time now. So, Dangus, you just want to go up to about 110 meters, and we're just going to jump at that point.
Finn, we should make an additional document and just have one document that's just notes and have one document that's actually the write out, because having to pull all this stuff and maneuver around all these words is going to get to be a hassle.
So this is going to be jump notes.
Okay, and then we'll make an actual jump master document.
Give them an actual template.
Yeah. So, like, Havoc, can you send me like a basic 74 template that we?
Yep.
I mean,
have?
I've written a guide, so I have one. So I mean, I can pull from that.
You just need to use the
document.
74 template that we have also.
Yeah, I've got the informational document.
And you're fine.
Okay.
cool.
Alright, so we're at 110 at about 110 kilometers. It's about as fast as I can go non-impulse.
All right, so stay right there. I want all 3 of us to jump off on the number 1. I will count down 3, 2, 1. When you hear 1, everybody jump. Ready?
4.
3, 2, 1.
That was good and simultaneous. Looked good on my end.
Yeah, so far it looks good too.
No,
No,
you
you guys
so-
didn't have any
people.
collision with.
No, we all kind of spaced out, like, height-wise, just enough.
Yeah.
Whenever
me
you
and
land,
Havoc.
don't move, just stand still.
Yep. I only see one person so far.
I'm right below you guys.
Yeah.
Things right to
You
your left,
and,
Havoc.
Oh, there you are. Okay,
were,
okay.
like, you landed at the exact same time.
Wow,
Gotcha.
that was fucking fantastic.
So we could probably do 3 at a time almost.
Honestly,
would s-
yeah, you could do groups. groupings.
I would say we probably do 2 at a time, just because
Yeah,
you do go with your buddy.
Yeah.
That way we can go 1 go, and there's 2 guys jump out, 2 go, etc. And that way everybody's close to their buddies.
Making sure I don't get crushed by a wing again.
So static lines, I feel very confident about.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think static lines should just kind of be like the first thing we teach, and then
I
have
agree.
steerables be like a like a second thing that gets taught.
Yeah. So this is non-combat mass deployment. So let's test mass deployment with hostile fire or something.
Right. And then Negus, I assume you're probably going to end up flying paratroopers. So I just want to go ahead and iterate on this real fast. So we do have our elevations kind of defined out right now. Low altitude being 200 meters, medium 400, and high 600. We do, however, have designation of hot. So if an LZ or a landing zone or drop zone, whatever the hell you want to call it, is hot, that is going to subtract 100 meters from our opening height, or our jump height.
Okay.
So standard low 200, but if it's a hot LZ, we want to try and stay, get down as
Right
fast
at
as
that
possible.
100.
Right,
Yep.
exactly.
I can agree with that as from the pilot aspect for sure. The only thing I'm thinking is that a low altitude 100 meter drop, it's almost got to be that group static jump, because if I'm stopping to almost 74 meters or 74 kilometers an hour
Right, and having to wait on people.
at
I agree.
100 meters, yeah, like I'm not happy about having to sit and wait for a real long time.
Yeah, I agree. But to the point of, if we are doing something that's that high risk that you have potential of getting shot down, and we're trying to go in steerable, we'd probably move to like a medium altitude halo jump or a high altitude halo jump.
Right.
So low altitude is probably not something we're going to be using that often.
Right, that's just kind of a last resort. Static lines would
Actually,
probably be fine, but-
we were going to use one this week, but we came up with this course instead.
I mean, we might be able to get like a little test group together, run them through the course, and I mean, is it like in the plans for the op on tonight or tomorrow?
No, I took it out of the plans for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say we could. I mean, if you wanted to, we could probably get like a little test group together, get like a squad that's gonna be available. Have Finn and I run them through the basics of the course. They won't necessarily be qualled, but they will have an understanding. That way, we can actually give it a shot.
I see that we got a few people online. I'm going to see if they want to come in here so we can test a whole squad of static lines.
Hey, fair.
I'm gonna head back and refit
Yeah.
because we're
Do we want to do some steering?
under half a full.
Steerables real fast,
Well,
just to give that a shot as well.
We can even do that with the group. I just want to get some guys in here to test things.
Hey, fair.
Yeah. So, what about in case that the pilot gets shot down? Steerable gets shot down and everyone's unconscious. True, at certain heights you can actually. There are cases where you can survive, like Badger and someone else surviving a crash because they just became conscious at the last second.
Well, so it really depends on the altitude that the lat gets hit, because if I'm at 200 or more meters and you guys just cut my fuel as to simulate I took an engine hit, I can land this lat without you guys taking a single ounce of damage.
Yeah.
So that really depends on, like, is it a full explosion and bodies are just ejected and masked, or like what's the full hit, you know what I mean? Havoc, are you gonna jump out or are you staying in for
I'm just staying in right now. I'm typing on Discord trying to get guys to join us.
race? I just want to get some fuel.
Go ahead.
I have a teleport pool set up, so we can actually do some steerables. Does somebody want to jump steerable with me at the same time so that we can kind of test?
Yep, I'll do that here in a second. Anyone wanting to?
So where is that parachute?
It's under the 74th Legion model. It's called Jet Parachute.
I can also fly you guys up to
There it
altitude,
is.
so you can jump from the actual platform. I have nothing better to do, so if you guys want, like, I'm about it.
Alright, cool. I mean, yeah, we could definitely do that then to test collision.
Yeah, because that's the one thing I'm seeing with the static line. It seems like it's scripted to where you guys aren't going to collide. However, with the steerable, you're essentially just ejecting, and we all know how that can go.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Beautiful.
And I think that's where the issue is too.
But yeah, I definitely want to try it.
Channel switched.
Hey, gentlemen.
Huh? Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, we're testing parachutes and some ideas for it for our new qualification. If you guys want to join us, you're welcome to.
Yeah. Fucking playing Tarkov right now.
Oh, then go enjoy. I just forgot I'd invite you guys because we want to see what more than just 4 of us.
I mean, it's just parachutes, right?
Yeah, but we're testing out what's the lowest that we can do it from a lat on a static line. We want to do steerables, and I've got 2 of my section leads that are coming up with the detailed instruction, and I got a pilot, so we're trying to test things.
So basically, I mean, you're just trying to figure out like what's the lowest you can open your parachute at. Is that what you're trying to figure out?
That and when we want to use certain styles. So like static line, we've just learned it won't pop up unless it's 100 meters or above.
Yeah.
And you can't do it when you're in impulsing. They got to get to a repulse.
Yeah.
So, and then we're just trying to find out the numbers of if we say 1 go, 2 go, can we send more than 1 person at a time, or do we have to go 1, 2, 3, etc.
Yeah, the lowest you can open up and live is 100. It's 95 to 110 meters.
Right. Yeah, we know that on a Halo jump. We're just testing as a group. So, like I said, you're welcome to join us or not.
Yep.
Right.
Jump. So you guys are clear whenever you want to jump to test. I'll come get you. We're at 600 meters at 600 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
All right. Jump in 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh.
All right. So no collision.
Havoc jump
I'll
too.
try and. I'll try.
Havoc,
and
do you have a
hold here.
parachute?
I do. I do.
Try and run into me.
Should I run into you? Hold
Yeah.
on, let me slow down a bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You speed up, and I'll try.
But I did open it.
Here, I'll try and go low so that you can come on me. All right. See if you can. Here. Here we go. I can go back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good sign if you guys are trying to crash into each other and can't.
Okay, collision is there.
Okay,
it just
yep.
doesn't affect.
Channel switched.
Anybody see my body? I think I died.
Oh, my helmet actually got fucked.
I really took some damage on your head.
Sorry to break you guys up. Havoc, I'm actually gonna join Crimson on the main server.
Okay, enjoy.
Okay, this is not going to end very well. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
can.
trying
User
to.
left your channel.
It's hard to get that speed. I guess we'll probably have to wait and have you jump after me or something.
Yeah.
Alright, see if you can catch up to me. Here, I'll go a little bit backwards so we get that extra boost.
Ow.
Oh, yeah, that knocked me out.
Same.
Okay, so higher speed, more damage you do, understandably.
Yeah.
You guys are both just limp flying through the air.
I'm no longer limp, motherfucker.
I think I'm on the verge of death.
Hold on, let me see if I can get my ass over to our area so I can heal.
I'm gonna take for you. Might just want to shoot me down. Or
So-
Zeus heal me. I can't go on Zeus.
I will
That-
tell you, Pheasant, that backpack that you said, the 74th jump jetpack,
Yeah.
it is a steerable parachute. That's all. It just looks cool on the outside.
Yeah.
So I just jumped out of your teleporter
I
pole.
can't actually heal him right now due to the parachute being broken.
Oh, you hit me. There we go.
And he's dead.
Beautiful shots.
That's right. I'm gonna land. I'm gonna land right beside you, Pheasant. You're okay.
Alright.
Oh, are you up there?
Wait, hold on, I can just teleport my ass inside.
In the lab?
I'm in,
Or you just
yeah.
running? Oh, are you really? Not
I
on
can
my
teleport
screen.
my ass around. Yeah, I can put.
Oh,
put
you're
that
the
in here.
co-pilot. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa. What the hell? Yo, did you just teleport me into the vehicle?
Yeah, you're in the ball gun.
Oh.
And last one. Here you go, Havoc.
All right then.
Okay, we're all in. Somewhere we are in here.
And the fucking co-pilots are now ball turret.
I'm in a ball turret.
I'm in the co-pilot again. Oh, yay.
Me and Havoc were at base.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cannon. That's missiles. I'm just going to stick on this laser real quick.
Alright, so we know collisions very bad. Don't want to do collisions, as assumed.
Yeah.
So we can pretty much assume getting hit by an aircraft is also going to fuck you up real bad.
Well, considering they're going faster than the parachute,
Yeah.
It'll probably just kill you, to be honest.
More than likely.
Only gun up.
Balls up.
Good. I'll fix the balls, don't worry about it.
Oh no, that was me just fixing the actual.
And yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. And from the looks of it, I think it actually, once you land, you get rid of the backpack, too.
What backpack?
The, jump pack thing.
The steerable?
Yeah.
Or the reserve?
This one, the one on Havoc.
We need. Oh no, I had a regular backpack on because I died. That's why.
Yeah, but I didn't, so I removed mine. And mine was removed.
Maybe we could test that again. You guys all throw steerables on. Drop in, see if. Make sure you don't lose your gear. Also though, if you weren't able to jump with your front-loaded backpack, that would give us a reason to use the Mark C to drop one of these fancy cargo containers for the squad. Got enough ammo in your vest and uniform to cover an LZ, and then.
I mean, honestly, I think that might be a good idea to like still practice with dropping that, because if we were to say try to establish an FOB or some sort of line in hostile territory, not everyone's going to be paratrooper qual. So sending a forward team of paratroopers to defend a location, secure the LZ while the rest of the troops move in by foot, or an LZ comes, we could drop that supply pod, make sure that our guys have ammo.
Well, Fevin, that was kind of my idea for Sunday until I was told we got to do this jump course before I do it. Was I was going to have one squad jump in, like parachutes on a static line, and the other two involved in a convoy.
That'd be cool as hell.
That was the plan, but now I had to change it because we don't have this qualification yet.
Right.
Yeah. So we're going to do another 600 meter, and we're going to drop 1, 2, 3. So.
That's what I would recommend.
Okay, let's get with our drop zone 1, and with protocols and procedures we have. So take it away.
Okay. 600 meters, 600 kilometers. We are red light.
Acknowledge red light.
Havoc, you can be one.
We are yellow light.
Acknowledge yellow light. Boys, get ready for jump.
We are green light for jump.
Green light, jump into 2.
Now you guys don't have to
Jump
wait for me
one.
to slow down.
Okay. Yep. That was actually my fault.
Yeah, no worries. It's the repetition thing. We're gonna figure it out.
Readjust y'all's course to drop zone 1 if you can.
Maintaining course.
I want to use way back here now, though.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, we probably won't have to redo that again because I was not paying attention. Or
We could also use the jump buddy system for this one. I think it would be wise for us to just use that in general, unless we're doing
Anytime
like
we're gonna
small
be
squad.
haloing, because you guys aren't gonna land as condensed as you do on the static line.
Oh, someone's all the way down there.
So regardless of what we should do, when we say the number 1, 2 people drop.
Right.
Okay. I'm
we
going to teleport
we feel
everybody
consistent
together.
that we can have 2 people jump out with parachutes and/or static line and not be tangled up.
I want to
as long
teleport
as
us all
they're
together.
steering.
Alright, I landed 50 meters from drop zone, so. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to be landing around here, so I'm just pulling everyone over here.
I gotta fix my controls because it's not letting me run.
You have a backpack on
When
your
your backpack's on the front, you can't.
Oh, that's why.
He doesn't have one.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he does. He has his C.
Oh, really?
he's-
Oh,
I got my
he's
CDV. I got my CDV5.
somewhere. I think it's somewhere logged up there.
Hidden
But you guys
somewhere
didn't
there.
lose your backpacks? Everybody's got
Yeah,
backpacks?
we
You
did.
gotta put them on your chest first, hand.
We lost the parachutes.
Yes, but you've got your equipment. Is what
Yes.
I'm
Right,
concerned
right.
about.
So, we
Yep.
have an idea how these parachutes work.
Oh, that's something I want to test, by the way. Havoc, can we bring ourselves up to 100 meters here real fast and slow down so Havoc can see if he can static line from that position?
Yep. 100 meters, slowing down.
Static line's approved.
Alright,
Okay.
fantastic.
We didn't mean jump! Just keep flying, I'll teleport him in.
Alright, so. What was the test to make sure that when he doesn't have a parachute, he can still static?
No, that if he's sitting on the side of the vehicle like that, where he's technically in like a turret position or a gunner position, if he
Oh,
could
okay.
still static line.
Also, I didn't have a backpack on like a parachute, so it does work on that also.
Yeah, let me know when you guys.
So we can do static lines without having anybody put anything on their back.
Alright, good.
The question of it is do they have to have their backpack on their front?
Yes, because when you
Is
static
everybody
line,
in?
it essentially spawns you a backpack as a parachute, and you lose whatever you have in that backpack slot. If you're
So we don't have to have the troopers get a parachute when they get in it for a static line.
Nope,
No,
but they have
do
to
need to put their tack on their dicks.
Yep. Makes sense?
Also, you guys, I teleported y'all in, so Fervent's in, co-pilot in, Havoc you're in, ball turrets.
Alright, my ball's up.
So I think it is going to be extremely important to stress checking, making sure your pack is on your chest. Otherwise, we'll have paratroopers go in, black on equipment and ammo, which will be an issue.
And medical supply, yeah, be careful of the pole.
There's a goddamn pole right there, boys.
Fervent?
Hey, that's been there.
Yeah, it's
I
real
claim
slender,
innocence.
and the lat's real big. So
The point of it is to try and cut your lat in half like a sword. I want
we
to
got
see.
like straight stuck on it.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Didn't take any damage either. Anybody got hurt? I don't think so.
Nah.
Oh,
Cool beans.
So, what have we so far figured out with this stuff? Well,
so we know with the steerables that you are able to, you're able to jump from about any height, any speed, which is important because if we're dropping over a hot zone, typically we're gonna want to probably end up doing steerables if we're going in low. If we're going up higher, we can do static lines. Let's try static line from a high altitude.
Okay.
Let's do like 400 meters.
I also at some point would like you guys to test something. Getting in the lat as though I was going to be a ground LZ, so you were like backpack on your back, ready to go. If you can transfer your backpack to your front while in the passenger position.
no, you cannot.
Yeah, you can.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
If you did that and we kept, say, 20 parachutes in the lat's inventory, we had to change on the fly. Hey, it's time to, we're jumping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I just put my
that's
pack
definitely
in the
doable.
lat, just to let you know, so because we're going to be doing a
Okay.
different type of jump. So
Static line. Alright, so
Yeah.
this is 600 meters, 600 kilometers, red light.
now this red light.
You gotta give me a jump time this one, remember, because we're doing static line.
Okay.
This is yellow light.
Now this yellow light, boys, get ready for jump.
Green light.
And now this green light, 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Jump 1. Pass out. Oh, hello. I think I saw Vermin for half a second, but I can't tell you.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh,
For some
hey,
reason, my static did not pop up for like a split second, so I have it got a little below me.
yeah.
Okay, so deploying, we still seem to deploy. Nobody, well, I guess these are non-stairables, so we can't. once we land, let me know how good that is. I'm gonna run to the restroom real fast.
Yeah.
But it seems like we're gonna
Havoc?
land pretty.
I didn't static line. I hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay. It seems like we're gonna land pretty normally, straight on, pretty
I
grouped
think we're
up
about to
together.
land like within like easily 100 meters.
Yeah.
The thing is,
The only problem is it takes you so long to get down.
Yeah, it absolutely does. But just for the sake of testing, I just wanted to make sure.
For sure.
And then,
Oi!
so I'm gonna run to the restroom real fast.
Motherfucker! I will get my grenade launcher on you.
I'm just saying hi, Finn. That's all.
Oh, a bit.
I mean, I got both of you literally in my scope right now. You're that close.
Well,
So another
he's
thing
moving
you guys
down.
would have to incorporate with the non-static line jumps at like 600 meters. What is your altitude in which you guys, rip cord? Where are you? Are you immediately pulling? Are you holding so you can get closer to the ground?
I'll say you try to do that 95 to 110.
To 100, yeah, that's what I would think as well.
That's what I just did on that last jump.
Where are you at?
Above.
No.
Oh, Havoc?
Havoc's
I
back
think
there.
he's somewhere on board you.
I'm in the city.
In the city?
Landed in a little open field.
Oh, I see you now, Havoc.
Yep.
My god, you're just a dot.
I'm in.
And we're about to land here. So,
Did you
Finn
see the
has
photo I
landed,
put in Discord?
And
Have not yet. Yeah, you guys are like 20 meters from the drop zone that I had marked.
yeah,
And we lined up pretty well in terms of,
yeah.
lining up.
Yep, it was good.
So definitely not. So this is definitely something for a low altitude, the static line. Everything else would have to be easily the steerable parachutes if we want to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the mission, really. I mean, if we're dropping into a hot LZ and low altitude's not an issue, if we're dropping mass people and it's not going to be to the point where pilots are going to be shot down, sure, low altitude static lines would probably be fantastic just for grouping's sake. But if we're dropping into like a, it's not exactly a hot LZ, we're not going to get shot down while falling, but traditional landing zones aren't going to work and we need to just deploy, keep everyone together. Doing, a 300 to 400 meter drop of static line wouldn't be a bad idea.
And I don't know if Finn was there for it. I know Fevin and Dangus weren't a part of our unit when we did it. But we did a halo jump on Mason 2 way back when into the castle of Kavala. And I want to say we were 1,200 meters up. And we even halo jumped right past a capital ship. Like, we saw the capital ship. And then we go by it, and we all pulled our chutes at, 90 to 115, and we all landed in the castle except for one person. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, at that kind of distance, the halo jumps has become really accurate because you guys are redirecting your course.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's also the issue that was a hot LZ. The whole city was, that castle had standard troopers inside defending. I mean, we were jumping into a hot LZ, so a halo jump to me is a hot LZ, where a static line is going to be a low and slow. We're just getting deployed out there.
Right.
Yeah, I can agree with that for sure.
I think I got that video on my YouTube too, so you guys can see it. Pull it up.
need to test
Alright.
now?
I mean, honestly, I feel pretty damn comfortable with most of the stuff. I feel like we've got a pretty decent grasp on a lot of this. I think a lot of it's just gonna kind of be, oh, hey, what about? You know, as we're sitting there writing out the document, do we want to try landing in an actual hot LZ, like throw some droids down, have us actually go in the steerables, go down, see how difficult it is to actually like land and start fighting?
Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to go ahead and set. So we're going to use the same LZ that we have. The
And
drop
here, we
zone.
can go ahead and double up on what you were saying, Dangus, about doing going in with just our backpack, swap into steerables.
Yeah, we just
mid-flight.
have to load some up on.
Yeah, I'm loading some up here right now. Just do it manually real quick. There's already 2 on there.
Alright, I'll repulse.
Veteran droids.
I just sent you guys a video if you guys want to look at it. Start at 31 minutes, and you'll see that Halo jump.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Okay, I just spawned in a fire team of droids, which is 4 of them. At the LZ with drop zone area.
Give us one more fire team.
One more fire team?
Yeah, just to make it a little bit more. You know, typically we don't jump.
I gotta get a backpack.
Okay, so I spawned in a second group. They're within the city, so
You say yeah, Ben?
Oh, hang on, Havoc. So,
Yes, this is good.
yeah.
he just spawned, or he loaded 3 jet parachutes
I
in
just
the lat already.
Okay.
What we were gonna try and test is you guys start with your backpacks on your back.
All right.
In flight, we decide, hey, it's gonna be a hot LZ. We're gonna switch to steerable parachutes, and I'm gonna drop you from like 600.
Okay.
Is it alright if I
12,000.
take one AA droid for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because I don't want to spawn in like 13 of them as my normal
I'm gonna
MO
be at
is.
600 meters at 600 kilometers. Like, I'm not worried about a whole lot of AA at that speed.
That did
Don't
go
worry,
really well,
folks,
Havoc.
you'll be dropping soon.
Alright, so we're all in. We just have our regular backpacks on. Let's go ahead and take off.
Okay.
Yep.
And so, oh shit. Guys, we can't land traditionally. There are droids at the LZ. Everyone go ahead and throw on a steerable.
Put on your back. Yep. So go ahead and grab jet parachutes, boys.
And then I think
There you
even
go.
honestly, when we have to
Someone
do a rapid
change out
change
the
like
bag.
this, have people call out that they have swapped. So like Fevin, you know, confirm, steerable on back, backpack on chest. Fevin confirms, okay, next. And then, you know, just kind of go down the line of your squad. Make sure everybody is actually, that way, because we don't have battle buddies to check each other.
Yep.
That
Right.
way we're 100% sure.
Yeah, I think I
Alright, red
think,
light.
Just make sure that's documented in there.
Avery.
It's red light.
Are we out of fuel? Because we're just
Yeah.
skydiving right now.
I don't know. I lost all controls.
You did.
Shit.
Yep.
What'd you lose control of?
The lat.
That went pretty well.
So,
Wow.
hey, for parachuting, we stop like fully.
No, we're testing things.
Not expecting that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just like I lost.
Hold on, let me
Everything?
check and see. I doubt the droid saw your ass.
No, all my instruments were good. I never got shot. I don't know what happened. I apologize for that.
What happened in your lap?
Maybe you turned off
It
the
just
engine by
it
accident.
lost everything. No.
It lost
I didn't-
power and it went straight down.
Are there any boats nearby? Like CS boats?
No.
I would know if I got shot.
No, because the
Yeah.
boats, they like dink you and you instantly
I
go
will
red.
say, Fevin, it is important though that in that training guide that we say that if you don't have a jet parachute when you load up and you're going to grab one out of the lat, that you must put your backpack on chest before grabbing it.
Yeah, cause someone.
Alright, I'll make note of that.
Yeah, because someone will jump without the damn backpack, you know it.
Why would we stop Bagel?
Because it's just, that's... I don't really know. It just works like that.
Well,
Yeah.
we haven't had to stop.
We haven't stopped on a dime yet. We've been still flying.
It just doesn't make sense because like I know we're trying to immersion real life parachute, like you can't stop the plane and make them jump. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I mean, the last time we did
I
it,
get
it was red skies. You're at 10,000 feet.
I just
You're-
shared them the
you're
video.
Dropping at the coast,
Yeah.
so we couldn't really.
Yeah.
I didn't grab a parachute.
I didn't either, but
One more. No.
No,
so you need
hold
some.
on.
I mean, I understand stopping when we're, fucking couple thousand meters in the air, not really having to worry about it. But if we're going low and slow, or, within a medium to high altitude in terms of our parajump, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
I see if we're trying to precision land from 10,000 meters in the air, trying to land exactly in this area, okay, for sure, we can stop, we can plan everything before everyone jumps, but...
not when we're doing a 100-meter static line or 250, 300-meter steerable.
Because not only does that become a risk to pilots, but also we could lose, multiple squads in one go from one AT droid, or one AA droid, rather.
Someone grabbing some parachutes?
Yeah, that would have been me.
You're in the ball. You're in the ball.
Did? I'm trying to figure out, wait, what the hell's going on?
Alright, everybody have a steerable on their back.
I do not.
Yep.
Is your steerable in the, left?
There's no steerables
Sorry
in the
about that.
inventory at the moment.
Nope.
You're
I'm
right.
just-
Alright, everyone get a steerable on their chest now. Or on their back.
I'm
Or
working on
chest.
it right now.
Maybe. You know what, let's go to practice battle buddy. Everybody hop out for a second besides Angus, you're good. Alright, so... Or honestly, yeah, so we'll have, so I think what we can do is have battle buddies and have the jump master before jumping, just, okay, fin, chest, back, good. Havoc, nothing on your chest because you don't have anything that I can see, but you got your shit on your back, good. And then, okay, jump master again, everyone go ahead and load.
So
And then he'll
load up,
assign
you
numbers.
do.
The CDV is just an antenna.
I know.
So I'm just happy to see
ya.
ya.
It on you at all.
It's somewhere up there.
So what we can do for the
Havoc
jump master
one.
whenever you're doing the whole battle buddy, getting ready to board. So have everyone standing with their battle buddy just in a straight column. Jump master will go to each person. Okay, front, back. Okay, good. 1. Havoc, front, back. Good. 2. And then that'll be your team.
Yep.
So your team is then 2. Your team is then 1. Oh, Kruger's joining. Sweet.
Yeah, so you guys are going to go as 1 or 2. So
Havoc and I can go as 1, and you'll, since you're jump master, you'll just
yep.
Jump master, I guess, doesn't really need a number assigned.
Nope, he's the last one out.
Yeah, he'll just
Yeah.
hop.
He's just the last person to jump his ass out.
Right.
Ooh, bagel.
Okay, so since we're getting bagel, we could try 2 lat drops.
Yep.
Have me and fucking Kruger in 1, and then Finn and Havoc, you guys can be in a secondary. That way we can kind of coordinate the whole 2 jump masters.
Yep. You have to go. We'll have to switch on task force, guys.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have to do that. We'll do that after this jump here.
Yeah. So this is going to be a
So this will be the hot drop.
non-stop hot drop.
Alright,
turbo
red light.
parachutes. Knowledge red light.
600. Holding. Yellow light.
Knowledge yellow light. Team, get ready for jump.
Green light.
Green light, boys, jump. 1, 2. That's out.
User joined your channel.
Well, I'm fucking gone.
Stop.
I see droids. I'm not going to land on them. Oh, but I'm going to land danger close.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
first
that's
to
what
land.
we're trying to test out here. Is
Are you guys still doing the ParaJump thing?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
You guys need another
people.
person?
yeah. We need people
Yep.
to test with.
Just regular mods, right?
Yep.
All right, Fevin has landed.
Then
Okay,
4,
sorry.
move into center of city to help out Havoc before he
No,
gets
I'm good. I'm landing south. I'm going towards 7.
Okay. I'm hauling ass that direction.
Got eyes on Havoc.
Gonna try to land in the bush line so I'm out of
Yeah,
eyes
that's
of
what I
the
did.
droids.
Dave, fire you guys?
No.
No, I don't think they've seen us.
Oh fuck. They see
Oh,
me.
fuck.
Well, they saw Finn. Alright, I'm coming around.
Moving to provide cover.
I just hear explosions.
Yeah.
And I see
third day.
aftermath.
Got eyes on contact, center road.
I think that grenade actually fucked that one up.
We T-fire on or off?
We're gonna put it
currently-
on.
Yeah, we're going to turn it on here soon.
We gotta test something else.
Okay, I gotta put medical on myself because I'm actually injured. I saw Joy fly.
Alright. Cool. Anyone's injured? Need Zeus?
Bagel, let me get in your
I'm
lap.
good.
Then got hit.
Alright, I'll go ahead and teleport everybody. Well, I'm not going to teleport the pilot, but I'll teleport.
Yeah, I'll
the
just
rest
head
of
over
us.
to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go switch to task force, guys.
Yep.
Oh,
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Short range 74. Short range 74, how copy?
Nima.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
This is Ben signing on 74.
Nima.
Green July, clear. Alright, everybody, if you would, please come over to the Arsenal droids, the little gong droids over here. We're going to go ahead and kind of give you guys a brief run through on everything, kind of explain what we're doing, and then how we're going to go about doing this little test here.
So, Fevin, since we're getting a group of people to test, why don't you run, since you've been taking all the notes and you have it, all the ideas in front of you. So you just run us through it. Let's do static line as a group and 2 birds. See how that works. What's up, Kruger?
Bagel, if you would come over here as well. And then I believe we are still waiting on Maverick here.
I wish you want to join us. Hey.
Maverick said he wanted to join. I think he's still trying to load up that.
Oh, we have Turi and jetpacks.
What?
Jump.
Yeah, we're using the jet shoots.
Yeah, jump
What are
parachute.
the jet shoots? What do they do?
So those are the 74th mod ones.
Yep.
Do they do anything different than normal?
No,
Nope, they just
they're steerable parachutes. They just look better.
And they
Ah,
auto remove once
they,
you
like,
land.
they hang off your back. It's really weird.
Yeah, they also auto remove when they're finished.
I like mine.
Maverick's already in the chat, so we can go ahead and start.
Yeah, here, let me poke him and make sure he can hear me.
Oh, he can hear us. He just can't hear us.
He's connecting.
Hear him. Oh, he's actually connecting right now.
Yeah, no, I know he can hear, but just make sure he's actually listening. Have you poked me back, Maverick? Okay, sweet. Alright, so we're going to go over just a quick run through of the basics that we're going to try and mess around with here. Essentially, what we need right now is we're trying to test parachute deployment on a mass scale, or a scale larger than 3 people. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of cover some real basics here. So if we're doing a low altitude drop, we're going to be doing 200 meters, medium 400, high 600. If the LZ is hot, we're going to subtract 100 meters from that drop. So low altitude is normally 200. If it's hot, we'll go to 100. Medium normally 400, hot 300, high 600, hot 500. We're going to go ahead and try out. We have two different kinds of jumps that we're going to be doing. We have static line as well as steerable. Now the difference between the two is the static line is going to be done in a typically non-hot area. It's going to be done at a lower altitude. It's going to be low and slow, if you will, and it's a lot better for keeping everybody together, keeping everybody organized. And you do not have a steerable parachute when you static line, so that nobody goes and runs into other people or flies away from the formation. Steerable, on the other hand, is going to be done typically during hot LZs. It's typically going to be done at a variety of different ranges. It's a lot more precise. It's a lot safer to a point. However, there is the risk of collision and things of that nature, so we need to be careful when doing that. This is for parachutes. Like I said, it's not going to be for jump packs. Jump packs are not going to be included in the qual either, so don't worry about jump packs at all. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to try this out with two different lats here. Once Dangus comes back, we're going to have Bagel pilot one and Dangus pilot a secondary. Havoc and Finn are going to be together. Kruger, you and I will be together. And Maverick will go ahead and toss you with Kruger and I as well. Finn and I are going to be acting as jump masters. What the jump master is going to do is he's going to communicate with his team. He's going to actually establish who's going to be jumping when. He's going to be checking his team. So one thing that we're going to be doing is before we board, we are going to be doing a static line jump first. Now, due to this being a static line, we're still going to want to maintain steerable parachutes. So everybody, if you will, go into the arsenal and make sure you have a jet parachute on your back. Please make sure that you put your backpack on your chest first.
Might want to grab your standard gear too while you're at it.
Yeah.
And Bagel, so Dangus, you guys have a short-range radio frequency for the ball turret. That one is the same short-range radio frequency that the jump master will use as well, so you guys don't have a secondary keybind.
All right. Go ahead and toss that on your chest there, Maverick.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be using the jet parachute. It's part of the 74th mod for our actual steerable parachute. So if we're going to be doing any sort of paradrops, typically you're going to go ahead and want to have a steerable parachute no matter what, just in case plans change, things get hot. If we do a static line, don't worry about actually taking your steerable off. Just keep it on because the static line will override your backpack. So it's very important that you have your actual carrying backpack on your chest so that you don't lose your shit. If you lose your shit, you're immediately going to be considered black on ammo and equipment, essentially, so we really don't want that. So, as part of Jump Master, before we board or do anything like that, everybody's going to be assigned a jump buddy. So, Havoc and Finn, Maverick and Kruger, and then Bagel Dangus, you guys don't really need to worry about it. So, how we're going to do this is you're just going to kind of form a little line with your buddies, and Maverick and then Finn are Havoc behind each other, whoever goes where.
Real quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, since this is like the impromptu kind of like test training, have you guys tested what this shit looks like on SWLS stuff? Because it's going to look way worse because this armor is bloated and fatter.
We haven't yet, Maverick, to be honest with you. We haven't.
Okay,
We're coming up with the basic of a guidebook first, and that's what we're doing here. But once we do the SLWS, then we're going to have to redo a lot of our stuff. You know that.
Question.
Yep.
Mr. Kruger?
We could just, you could reprogram one of the SWLS backpacks to be a parachute. Also, there's no problem just switching to the base armor 3 or the base armor 3 steerable parachute.
There's
No,
not.
I mean, we know that there's nothing wrong with it, but the jetpack or the jet chute just looks more Star Warsy. It's just for
I
immersion.
guess.
I mean, it does look kind of unique. I kind of like it, but
It's just more immersion. That's all.
yeah.
Anyways, though, so what's going to happen is the Jump Master is then, you guys are going to have your lines going. Jump Master's going to look at you. Oh, okay, Maverick, your shit's on your chest and your back. You're good. Kruger, your shit's on your chest and your back. You're good. You guys are going to be known as one. Now, typically, this is going to be done with more people per plane, but lat. But since we only have one team going into each lat, you guys are just going to be known as one. Typically, if we were to have, say, 3 teams per lat, you would be 1, 2, 3. And then as we're aboard the lat, we're going to call out your number, and that means your team jumps. So if we're aboard the lat, we have the green light, we're prepped to jump, and I say 1, that means Maverick Kruger at the same time, you guys are both baiting. If I were to say 2, that means the second team, both of them fail at the same time. Third, likewise. And that goes for each LAT. So when I say 1, Maverick Kruger, you'll jump on mine. Whenever Finn, who's going to be the jump master of the other plane, says 1 on his plane, Havoc and his partner would jump at the same time as well. So you guys are good to go. So you guys are going to be known as 1. Go ahead and Angus, Bagel, if you guys want to get in your lats, and then we'll go ahead and prep.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. We're going to go ahead and define a different landing zone first.
Okay.
Where are we going? Okay, come on.
Yeah, so Paragon, you and me will figure this out, or are we going to get the...
Yeah, so me and you were going to be jump master, and then we'll just go ahead and throw down a quick thing real fast. And they're on 74, so we can go ahead and define it. Just let them know as we're doing it. I'll go ahead and
so
map
excited
them
for
over
the phase 2 advisor.
Yeah, you figure out an area, and I'll see where we can do the jumps and such.
Maverick Babel's last, right?
I'm going to Dangus.
Yay.
Me too.
Dangus 74, radio check.
5x5.
74 copy.
10-4.
What up, babe?
All in, Dangus.
What's going on?
Perfect, should we try the mountains area?
I'm going to do an airfield first to get these guys used to actually jumping.
Okay. Dangus, map check.
Yep, got eyes on. Alright, Bagel, you in 74? Bagel, you in 74? Go.
Bagel, they're checking secret.
Yeah. Alright, if you guys, pilots, if you would please check your maps, we have a drop zone marked. Drop zone is going to be to the northeast, tagged as DC1. Now we have 3 zones defined: red zone, yellow zone, and green zone. These respond to the lights accordingly. Bagel, if you would just kind of follow Dangus. I'm Dangus lead this one just because we've been fucking around with this with Dangus, so he kind of knows how we're doing it, and that way you can kind of get an idea first. But how it's going to happen is, pilots, you guys are going to be responsible for calling out your light. So when we cross the red line, we are known as red light. That means that we are getting ready to jump, but we're not quite there yet. Nobody's quite 100% ready. When we hit yellow light, we're going to go ahead and our jump masters are going to tell their troops to get ready for actually scroll wheeling, getting ready to jump. When we hit green, that means that we are going to be jumping. We are essentially going to be giving you a 2-second or 1-second notification. So, we'll say, okay, jump in 2. You guys count 1, 2, come to the stop that you need to stop, or depending on the jump, go to the speed. And then from there, we're going to jump out. So for this, we're going to be doing static line. Static line has minimum requirements of 100 meters elevation and about 200 kilometers an hour or below for drop. Bagel, I can't remember his name, Dangus, will probably be able to tell you more if you need some better information than that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dangus. Correct. Alright, fantastic. So once we hit yellow, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call out that we are hitting yellow. This means that the other jump master, which is going to be Finn, is going to tell his troops to get ready. Once we hit green, I'm going to call out that we have hit green, give a 2-second delay. Both pilots, after that 2-second delay, you're going to hit that 100-meter elevation or slightly above. Can't go below. We have to be 100 meters or above, so you can go slightly above, like 110 if you need, but 100 meters minimum. And we're going to drop down to 200 kilometers an hour-ish, or slower if needed. Then I'm going to call out number, other jump master's going to call out their number, and everyone's going to jump out. Everyone got it?
10-4.
Alright, so just to reiterate, Finn and Havoc, you guys are 1, Maverick, and my other guy, you guys are 1 on my plane as well.
So when I call 1, I'm also calling last out.
Affirm, since you only have 1 team.
Yeah,
right up to 10. Or you can just put 10 on one by myself.
Or lead lad will be secondary lad.
And 50. Okay, Roger, going to 10. Impulsor times 2 and 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and start getting your elevation set to about 100. Yeah, we're both going to call it on our short ranges so that the people in our labs know.
So Finn, your designation, your jump master designation, just call yourself jump 1, so whenever Dangus calls out red light, you jump 1 acknowledges. I will say jump 2 acknowledges.
10-4.
With Bagel being in a straight line, make sure he doesn't hit any of the parachutes that's going to be tumbling out.
When we hit green light and they give us the we're ready to jump, we can impulse or repulsor, and we'll slow down and stay above 100. And they'll take the rest from there.
Whenever we hit yellow light, you guys are gonna just sit there and have your scroll wheel ready.
Red light.
Red light.
Jump 1 acknowledges.
Jump 2 acknowledge.
Yellow light.
Jump 1 acknowledges.
Jump 2
Green
acknowledge.
light. Yellow light.
Jump 1.
Green light.
2.
Pass out.
Jump 1.
Got nailed by the back of the first lad. Good.
Looks like a good spread.
Yep, went pretty well. I think we are missing Maverick.
No, I'm already down on the ground.
Alright, so when you land, you will have a reserve parachute. Go ahead and pull that off and go ahead and swap your backpack. And everybody go ahead and meet up.
Maverick, did you get down awful fast on the static, or was that steerable?
You didn't static.
Good deal.
The only thing I see from my perspective is the red light and yellow light need to be way further out because we're moving with way too much speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that to work, you need to be at like, I think 300 kilometers, or was it 300 kilometers an hour for it to work at that place? But like, if you're going at 600 and again impulsor speed, then yeah, there's no fucking way.
I just moved them a bit.
Same.
And red, green there.
There we go.
Do that. Yeah, a little bit.
Gonna be totally honest, sorry, didn't get the static one, but I barely used it to steer down. I just deployed my shit lower. You're okay.
So, I just changed the map a bit here. If you guys look at it.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Those were drawn a little bit too close. I didn't do too well on that part, but that should be good this time. Did you want us to pull our stuff immediately after we eject? So, the way that static works is that whenever you static line, it's an actual different option. You're not ejecting, you're actually selecting the static line option, and that kicks you out and immediately deploys your chute. Not just a static would in real life. Got it. We're gonna go over steerables here soon, but we're gonna do another static drop just to make sure that we can, we have the full team static. And I want to do static all in one lap this next time around, so we can actually get the whole 1-2 all that stuff.
You should load up in bagels, then give him the run at it.
May I suggest that we number system it since we're going all in one lap because I don't want all of our parachutes knocking into each other and knocking us off course.
Right, so that's what I was talking about earlier, how you guys are known as one when I say one, team one jumps. If I say two,
Even if it's two of us, though, that's the thing.
No, we've tested it. We've tested it up to 3 on a static line.
Really?
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
At all.
Seriously, you didn't bump into each other like you did? Okay, that's what happens in World War II.
Yep. No, we were testing that prior, so that's why we want to see about a team concept with more of us in one lat. See if it'll actually work.
I love how I'm always a member of the training, like the test thing. Like when we did deployment lines or whatever, or the drop lines. Like
Oh, the ropes.
Welcome to the family, Buster.
Yeah, we would love to get those ropes to work, but can't get them to work for some reason.
Hey, whose dick did you have to suck to get Sparrow to allow EOD?
You know what? Actually, he came to me.
Wait, hold on. Is EOD now all that you can get?
Yeah.
It will be. We're in the process of designing it.
Wait, hold on, wait. So, do you get the combat engineer helmet?
We haven't even started that. We're
Yeah, this is the first one we started working on. This is day 1, guys.
Okay, no, it's okay. Just grab the SWLS engineer helmet for EOD people. Thank you.
Again, we haven't even worked on bringing equipment.
No, that's the only thing. It's the only thing you need.
Not really. There's about 25 other things.
And combat engineer helmet. That's all you need.
Nope.
That's all you need for an engineer.
Enough.
No, I'm just going to deny him the ability to use that helmet now.
Yeah, just don't argue in this kind of thing. Let's just go.
We see bedrock. Like, why? Why though?
Like, no, that's not what it says. Alright, everybody, if you would, go ahead. Once you get back on chest, you're going back.
I'll get the right parachute this time, I swear.
I'm not putting on that ugly thing over again.
Oh,
Wait, hang
that's
on,
standard
which-
kit, buddy.
Which?
Legal.
So this is the one I got last time. It was just a jet parachute.
The jet
Am I looking
parachute
for-
is the one we are using, yes.
Hey,
Jet parachute
Evan.
is standard. What?
If Evan, you want to know some secret lore?
Didn't have another option for me though.
Hey, you want to see the Star Wars wiki page for parachutes?
No.
There are none?
Yeah, so Maverick, this
There are.
static
There are
line-
some.
When I heard
They all use parachutes
I
that
thought
look
you were just
normal.
gonna make people wear jetpacks and then just jump out.
No, we're not sparing.
This is not a jump pack course.
But yeah, so Maverick, the static line is an option that only pops up when we are above 100 meters and below 200 kilometers an hour speed. So if we're going too fast, you won't see the option. You gotta wait till they hit the repulsors and we kind of stop there.
I think he knows that. I think he just forgot to press it.
Shit.
Alright, so go ahead and get our setup here. So Maverick, Kruger, you guys go ahead and form a little line together. Finn and Havoc, if you would as well. And then Bagel or Dangus, which one of you are flying?
I think it's going to be Dangus from the looks of it.
Alright, Bagel, if you will, just stand next to Finn then, I guess. Wait, who's driving?
I think Bagel is.
Oh, Bagel's flying? Okay, no, that's fine.
I think Bagel's gonna jump with you guys.
Oh, okay. Alright, Bagel.
Flying. Are you flying or are you jumping? What are you doing?
What is Bagel doing?
I don't know. He's lagging everywhere for me.
Teleporting.
Wait a second. Huh. Those are jetpacks, aren't they?
We have jetpacks, yeah. We were
Why do you
cleared
have
as
jetpacks.
Those are special.
pilots.
Special ed.
The fuck?
Correct.
We're
The only one
only allowed
pilot
to
has a
use them.
jetpack.
We're only allowed to use them in.
So, for the record, it was approved by HQ as only to descend if their lat gets shot. They can't be jettisoned across the board.
Why can't parachutes just hold on? I have a question.
Actually, you know what? Actually, I don't really care.
Okay, that's fair.
I like to hear that. That's great.
So fast that if
Why
you
don't we
would-
just use guys, hold on. Why don't we just use jump packs and tell the troopers to get rid of them as soon as they land on the ground?
I really don't know. I was just,
Because that's actually Star Wars, and it actually makes sense.
I was just like really nasty
We're
about
not
not
focused on
using
that
them.
right now. We can talk about that later. I wanna
It
get-
hasn't been approved at this point, Kruger. That's why.
Alright.
If it gets approved,
So-
let's change it up.
The same line of, hey, we are spacefaring race, why do we use smoke grenades?
There's a point there. What the fuck?
Actually, Maverick, it's Hadenza condensed fog.
How does this look?
It's so high on your back.
Oh.
Kevin, we're ready when you are, bud, so we can test this.
This looks so fucking stupid.
I don't know why it's up there like that on you.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey,
Boy, Special Ed here.
Alright,
It's gonna look even worse.
less time to bullshit, more time to test this stuff. Come on.
Finn and Havoc, so we can go ahead and get this like actually laid out and organized. And then Bagel, if you'll come stand to the right of Finn and Havoc, that way we actually have like some little rows going. Finn and Havoc, you guys will come stand right fucking right there. Oh shit, how the fuck did that hit you? Oh, that didn't. Okay, I saw blood and you made a noise. Whatever.
Very confused.
Okay, that's okay. So I'll be jump master here just for the sake of making it easy. Backpack good. All right, Finn, Havoc, you guys will be 1. Maverick Kruger 2. Bagel, you and I will be 3. Dangus, you are going to be our pilot. If you will, please go and board the lap. All right. So once again, we are going to come down to speed. We're going to slow down. Wait until I call your number to jump. So I will say 1, and Finn and Havoc are going to jump. I will say 2, Maverick and Kruger will jump. I will say 3, and Bagel and I will jump. Wait until your number's called. That way we don't have any issues going down. Once again, make sure you actually select the static line option when going down. It's a non-steerable chute, so just kind of sit there and let yourself fall. Once you land, just go ahead and pull security or form up and... Actually, no, when you land, I want you to stay where you are because I want to see where everybody actually ends up coming down.
Oh, dude, can I get a parachute?
Quick question. Kruger,
You're fine with
do you
what
have
you-
the right one? Because on my screen you've got the default arm parachute.
He's being difficult. He's using the regular one.
Do I have to use
Oh.
this?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it
I was
doesn't
like,
matter
what
because
the
it's not
fuck?
actually being...
Is
this
this
fucking
the-
training. It's training. Who the fuck
Just,
The required ugly piece of techware.
Bagel, we're not actually using these fucking parachutes anyways.
just...
Alright.
What is
Eagle
this?
to Chad.
Alright, Finn, Havoc,
Congratulations,
you guys
Bagel.
will please board. Maverick, Kruger, if you will follow behind.
I think Habit's a little bit okay.
Alright, that's alright.
Sorry, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not fucking doing
Alright,
that.
Bagel, follow.
Team 1 in.
Oh, permission to board.
Permission to board, sir.
2 in. Get it. Team 2's in.
Team 3's in. Oh. Now he is.
Alright, this is jump 1. We are all in.
Confirmed.
Oh, that's nice.
So this time, don't we use eject to get out?
Correct, so we're not going to be ejecting, we're going to be using the static line option. The static line option is only going to show up in the scroll menu whenever we slow down enough.
Tall copy.
We're all just got big man.
User left your channel.
Sorry, I just saw my phone. My phone was in the other room. Yes. Okay. Yep. Love you, bye.
Jump Master, we are red light. Jump Master, acknowledge. We are yellow light. Jump 1. 1 acknowledges. All troopers, make sure you have your scroll wheels ready, make sure your backpacks are on your chest.
Green light.
Acknowledge 2-second jump. Good. Jump 1. Jump 2.
Way.
Jump 3. All out.
Man, that's tight. Look at that.
How's you hanging over there, Havoc?
Took a great picture.
Okay, so every single time we drop, the latch is gonna smack into the back and tops of the parachutes and just knock us all out of fucking whack.
It flings you all over the place, but it doesn't actually really do anything to you. You're fine. You don't
Yeah, there's no
It's
damage.
not gonna do it, no, that's
Yeah, there's no
it's just
damage.
knock you away from your TZ, which you could avoid by just taking the regular eject parachute option.
That's not actually why you guys missed the DZ. I came in at a goofy angle. Because when we tested it before with the static lines, I could get you like within 20 meters of it, typically.
A static line is going to be used mainly for, like I said, things that are not going to be hot. Static line is good because it keeps everybody together. Even if you get knocked, you know, if you were to get knocked 5-10 meters off course, at least you're all stuck together. Never going to reward. There you go, take us
This
back.
thing spawns a normal parachute?
It spawns you a reserve parachute on your back, yeah.
You just want me to take you out and reposition and do another one?
No, so this time I actually want to do steerables. We're going to do a hot LZ drop, we're going to do steerables.
I'll spawn in sub droids.
Affirm. Let's go ahead and do a new DC as well.
Then 4, I'll let you choose where.